Hi everybody, it's Peter Zalums, Griniflix Adventure 8, and welcome to another video. Today's video is about off-camera mics. Hi everybody, it's Peter Zalums, Griniflix Adventure 8, and welcome to another video. Today's video is about audio and trying to control audio in windy conditions. And specifically, it's the new DJI mic. I did actually express an interest in this mic probably about 3 or 4 months ago when I saw some reviews, and I guess it must have been the pre-release, because then when I did try to order of DJI, they said, look, it's going to take 3-4 months or whatever. Do you want to go on the waiting list? I did. I went on the waiting list. I got notified that I could process an order. So I put in my order. Even when I placed in the order, it took another month, and then they said, we're out of stock again. Do you want to keep the order? I said yes. And then with surprise, within 2 weeks I actually got it. So I've had it for about a week, and and I guess this is a bit of an unboxing, but then also the first test run out in the field to see how user-friendly this is, how intuitive it is, and what sort of results I can get. It's really quite a versatile mic. It works with cameras and it works with mobile phones, so that's probably the most important thing. Alright, so the box. It's all pretty straightforward. There's a box. It's empty right now because I got everything out. You have a number of components. You have the box, which contains both the transmitters, so it's a 2-channel transmitter, 2 transmitter mics, plus the receiver as well. Pretty impressive, isn't it? Look, it's got a little display on there as well. Alright, so that's that. You get a little pouch. You got a couple of little of these mic muffs that just fit onto the mics. A USB-C cable, so you can charge this and also connect these units to your computer for firmware updates. But the most important thing about this is, besides transmitting from the transmitter to the receiver, each one of these transmitters also can actually record the audio within the unit, so that if for some reason you lose transmission, you're too far away or whatever, you still got the audio recording, which then you can sync in later on in the post-processing. That was really important. And the fact that it just charges within the case all the time, so when you're not using it, you just put it back in the case, it charges it back up. It means you're not constantly changing batteries. I love that idea. Alright, more about that later on. Then you've also got your cord, which then connects to the receiver and then into your camera. If you're using a mobile phone, then you have 2 other little devices. Okay. You have a device that actually fits onto your receiver here, which then connects to your mobile phone if you've got an Apple phone. And then if you've got an Android phone, then you've also got one for the Android phone. So that's pretty straightforward, and it conveniently fits all away in this little box. It's an outstanding design. The display makes it also really easy to use, as you will see. Alright, so that all goes in there away. There are some basic instructions, but if you go to the website, DJI website, then you can download a PDF of. It's called the DJI mic. I was looking for a model number. There's a model number for the receiver and a model number for the transmitter. The model number for the transmitter is an AST01, and the model number for the receiver is the ASR, R for receiver, 01. So I presume this is the first version from DJI. How will it perform? Let's go out by the harbour. Really windy conditions today, and let's go out there, take some shots, take some video, and try out this whole system. DJI wireless mics. Let's check them out. Incredible as it may be, I am in a windy environment, and what the hell? How good is this? Is this going to be any good whatsoever? I mean, look at this fluffy thing here, just absolutely going berserk in the wind here, so it's really strong wind. I would normally have no audio at all in these sort of situations, so is this any good? And okay, so that's the first test, and I'll come back to my camera and let's have a look and let's have a quick review. The next test will be to see what sort of range these this mic has with the receiver. I believe from the specs it's something like 250 meter distance that you can actually be between the microphone and the actual receiver, which will be quite amazing. The other important thing is that if for some reason you lose communication between the receiver and the mic, is that the mic's supposed to have its own recording database in there somewhere. So I'll probably have to go to the instructions to find out how to retrieve the recording that's actually on the mic itself, if for some reason the link between the camera and the mic is lost. So I don't have 250 meters, but I probably do have about 150 meters down there. So I'm going to go for a walk and a talk at the same time while we're still filming. And then just let's see what sort of see what we get. Now, just to make it a little bit more interesting, what I'll do is I'll also record with the iPhone here. So I'm actually recording with the iPhone. The audio coming from the mic in these hugely windy conditions. And what I can tell you, so we're at Sydney Coal Loader. So basically this platform here used to load up coal, and then there are chutes that are going down on this platform, which then goes down into a tunnel where they used to have a train going into the tunnel, load up the coal, and then the train would go and distribute the coal. So all these wharfs were being used to load coal from the ships onto the platform here, and then on the platform into the tunnels. And we'll go into the tunnels later on, so you'll be able to see that as well. So there's a couple of old ships. That ship down there, Cape Don Fremantle. And it used to be used for Antarctica expeditions, but it's no longer used for that. All right, so we're probably, I don't know, maybe 100 meters, 50 to 100 meters away, maybe, so far. Ferry, you can just see down there, you can see the funnel at the top there. That ferry was under renovation, and unfortunately the timbers started to warp or whatever, letting water in, and it's sunk. Water. And yeah, it's a beautiful Sydney day, winter, sunny and windy is typical of the winter days in Sydney, which is great, especially around the harbour here. Great for sailing. All right, I'm heading back. I'll be able to review what I got and then continue the video. Dooby-dooby-doo. All right, I'll stop the iPhone, I think. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, approaching the camera. Turn that one off. And I'm getting closer, 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 closer. Has it been recording all the time? Have we got a result? Hopefully, yes. I have recordings. I am in the coal loader tunnels now, and you can just see the chutes in the ceiling here, and you would normally have the train coming in here, and that's how that would work. All right, so I've got my little microphone. I've got the green light on, which means it's recording. It's going into the camera. And now I'm going to turn on this mic as well. All right. Oh, okay, there you go. It's on. So now I should be recording on here as well. And if I walk right to the very end where the reception might be a bit dodgy, I should be able to have a recording on here as well as whatever is on there. So what I'll do is I'll just connect that up and continue with the conversation. All right, so it could be about 250 meters. I can see on my receiver, I can see the volume thingy bob, so that's happening quite well. But by the time I get down there, we won't be able to hear. Well, I won't be able to see, but you should be able to hear. All right, I'm going to walk. This is a tourist area, so we're going to have lots of people. We're going to have the sound of people in the tunnel here. But hopefully they should be picking, I mean, this mic should just be picking up me and my camera and my voice, so you won't be hearing all the echoes that are occurring on in this tunnel. All right, I'll be able to work out from the shoots roughly what's the distance between shoot and then count the shoots. So the end shoot here is shoot number 32. All right, standing under shoot number 32, and I'll start walking back. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so it's 10 steps between shoots. All right, and that's 13, so probably 130 meters, I'd say. That's the end of this recording. And we should have a good result, I think. All right, so I'm gonna now turn off this mic. I'll turn off the recording that's actually on this device. Okay, so the red light's gone off. And then I'll turn off the mic here. On, and I can see on the receiver here that it's actually it's picking me up, so that's good. Well, we've done the shooting and some observations. The range between the mics and the transmitter is up to 250 meters, and that really does depend on the conditions that you're in. With regards to whether you're getting interference. What I found, that was probably about the 100 meter mark. If I was facing away from the receiver, that's when the interference started to appear. If I then turned back and faced the receiver, my body was facing it, then it seemed to be a little bit better. But anyway, so it started to become a bit dodgy from about 100 meters onwards in the conditions that I was shooting. But that's the whole point of having been able to do a recording within the mic itself, so that I can take that file. It's a WAV file. When you connect up to the computer, it just sees this as a USB drive, and you can just copy and paste the file into your workflow, and then you can sync up your workflow. Syncing is another, depending on the frame rate you're choosing, you may have to do a bit of alteration with regards to syncing your voice over a longer length of a clip, so that beginning towards the end it's all synced if the frame rates are slightly different, because I think this is either shooting at 25 or 30 frames per second, or recording equivalent to 24, 25 or 30. I have to do some experimenting. But in the post-processing, the editing, I was able to just adjust the length of the stretch or compress the audio clip so that it matched up with the video clip. Whether there's an automatic way of doing that, I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, I was able to do it, so that's the main thing. The mic with the fluffy muff over the top here works really well. Line up, there's a couple of notches there, line up the notches, and then you just rotate 90 degrees like that. And then that stays on. It stays on firm. You can fluff it up, and you can blow on it like that, and it's really effective. Yes, so with this first test, I would say I am really impressed with this whole setup. It's a touch screen with regards to its operation. I'll do another video with regards to all this operation. But without reading any instructions, I was able to at least get started, do some recording, do some rookie errors, and get a result. So I gave myself full marks for that. And I just love the design. It all fits in this one little bag. What I did find was having all these components separate in the bag just made it a bit fiddly. So I just get a Ziploc bag like that. And what I find is if I just keep all the loose ends in that, then it's either I grab the Ziploc bag and all the little bits and pieces. And this, the way this bag is designed, you've got two compartments and they're both the same size. So on one side I just put that, on the other side I just put that, and then it's easy just to manage it. And you just zip it up and you just throw it in your bag. Outstanding design, give it full marks. I'm impressed. There you go. I hope you liked this video. If you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up. And if it's the first time to my channel, then do press subscribe and press the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when the next video is out. If you are a regular on this channel and you like my content, then I'd appreciate a super thanks. That's another option on YouTube these days. And if you want to donate a couple of bucks towards the channel, then that just helps producing content for the channel and for you guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.